a new piece of software.
Here we
there,
are.
nice. So we got a new piece of software that was going to be fancy.
Yep,
it's going to be fancy.
Okay, so welcome to Average Joe's Gaming. We are using new software, like Tom said. Yeah. So I'm Joe.
I'm Tom.
And we are now streaming on YouTube Live. We are on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Twitch. So hopefully
I know
all
two
works
of those
out
words
well.
you said. That's what I know. Two of those words.
Yep, you Twitch quite a bit.
Yeah, no, I twitch quite a bit, but not for the reasons you think. That's not for. So now I'm going to turn the hat around and be cool.
Oh, he's hip.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm hip.
He's a cool
so now
daddy.
Now all of a sudden I know what Twitch is. Wow,
right.
Weird. How'd that
cool? So what have you acquired?
Oh, it's time for that already. Well, let's see. I actually have bought a few things. We'll start. Yeah. Oh, what we acquired. It says that right on there.
Wow.
This is very cool. Okay. So I'm going to skip over the first thing because I think you have something for that too. But we'll do the next thing. I got finally Villainous Despicable Plots, which I think we had at our game day last week, and 2 weeks, and the time before that we had it. And we didn't play with it. We didn't play with the Despicable Plots characters, did we?
Me, Crystal, and Crystal did.
Oh, okay. So the girls all played with those. I played with Scar, I think is who I played with.
All right.
So I got that finally to add to my Villainous collection. I also
Target exclusive.
No, I did not get the Target exclusive. I'm going to have it though, along with the Target exclusive 101 Dalmatians one. Someday I'll find a way to get those.
Knife me.
She's very, very protective of her Villainous. And then I also picked up a couple more of the Unstable Unicorn figures that come with a little card.
You suck.
All right, just because I got the whole game last time, and it's really. And I heard somebody was talking about playing the not safe for work version of that. Where was I listening to that? And it sounds like it's really fun. It's not safe for work. And then I think the big acquire for me was I purchased a 2008 Ford Ranger pickup truck. I don't know why, for no real discernible reason other than I've kind of wanted one for the last few years because it's the first vehicle I learned how to drive a stick shift on.
All right.
And I really enjoyed it. And then if you want to change the banner, you've changed your banner. Go ahead. Change your banner.
I already changed it.
I don't.
Talked about your addiction to Funko Pops.
Funko Pops, yeah. Only here's the funny part of this. I bought one Funko
Tom's
Pop.
Addiction to Funko Pops right here.
I bought one Funko Pop this week. I bought Jane Eyre, the Barnes & Noble exclusive, because I'm a literary guy and I like literary stuff. So
Tom's addiction to Funko Pops.
I bought the Jane Eyre. So, and then I have the Klaus from Umbrella Academy finally coming, which I'd ordered.
Again, Tom's addiction to Funko Pops.
Which we acquired quite some time, which I actually ordered quite some time ago. Okay. So how about you? What have you acquired? And then prepare that and change it to Joe's.
It's what I've acquired.
Okay. Yep. And then we've got Joe's addiction to Funko Pops.
No. There's no addiction here. Okay,
yeah.
So we've got the Clue.
Keep in mind, I bought one this week.
I managed to buy one as well.
Yeah.
One Miss Peacock.
With what? What is her weapon? Does she have a weapon?
She has the knife.
And
with the knife, yes.
Is there a reason, without looking at the front of the box, that I knew that Mrs. Peacock was with a weapon, do you think?
Because you have it.
No, I do not.
Oh.
I actually do not. I kind of considered them, but I chose not to buy them.
So I had to get them.
Yeah.
Board games.
Well, it's a board game, yeah. That's why I'm considering it still.
So I absolutely love the movie with Tim Curry.
And these are based on the movie.
And I love the board game.
Although I think, is it based on the new one that's supposed to be coming out? Or
I don't
based on
know.
the old one? Because there is a new one supposed to be coming out, right?
It looks to me like a newer version or a board game.
It could be.
It could be the board game
version.
So
let's see what it's called.
It is not the characters.
It's
just
retro
by judging on the back.
It's retro toys, so it would be the old.
It's
version.
a board game.
It's the old version of it. Okay, so now, no, don't do the other one. Do the other one. This is why I knew that she had a weapon, because I've seen this one.
Mrs. White
with the wrench.
Yes,
it says it on the side of the box, and I could see the other side of the box, so I knew Mrs. Peacock probably had a weapon as well.
Yep. So that's
were those the only ones I had at Hot Topic?
Yes, because unfortunately I missed when they had Professor Plum.
Yeah, I know they've had a few other ones. Well, it's Professor Plum, and what's the other one on the back besides that?
Mr.
Mr.
Green?
Body? Oh, Mr. Green.
Mr. Green, yep.
I think they're coming out with a few others too. But
Yeah, and you can get them on the website.
the Hot Topic website.
Oh,
yeah.
no, the Funko website.
Oh, the Funko website.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're actually they're like $7.
Yeah, they're
on
not
there,
too bad.
So.
They're not too bad at all, and I think the shipping is even reasonable.
And then I picked up
speaking
Luther
of Umbrella
from
Academy.
Umbrella Academy. Yes,
Yeah.
I love Luther.
Oh God,
He
I like
was one of my
the
favorite
entire
characters.
show. The only one I didn't have was Klaus, and I had to go order that from some company. That
And there's
sells
a chase of Vanya's, and they're
I believe so.
she's
There's
white,
one where
all
she's got
white.
the white. Yep.
yeah.
I think there's another chase. There's a chase of Ben, I think,
yeah.
and there might be one of Klaus, but I'm not sure. But Klaus is the one that I needed to get.
Yep.
So I had to order that from Pop in a Box or something like that.
Luther, I just think he's really cool.
Yeah.
I love his character. I love the actor that played him was
Just
awesome.
really good. Yeah.
Then I'm into the Marvel Zombies. So I got Marvel Zombie MODOK, which is a pretty cool.
What does MODOK stand for? Do you know?
It's mechanical or something like
I used
that.
to know because of
yeah,
some game I played once that had it, but I can't remember what it is.
no, I can't remember right up.
Dice Masters,
but it's pretty cool.
Game, yeah.
I got the Zombie Red Hulk.
You're a Hulk guy.
Yeah, but Red Hulk's not Hulk.
No, but you're still a Hulk guy.
Yeah,
so Hulk gets you excited.
Yep, depends on what storyline reading. If he's a bad guy or a good guy.
Yep.
And then we got Zombie Thor.
There you go.
Yep. So Tom's had a really bad addiction with pop.
Yeah, it's me that has the addiction.
And then we got Zombie She-Hulk.
Yep. There you go. Also Hulk and She-Hulk. Well,
yeah.
Red Hulk and She-Hulk. So there you go. So in the comments, make a comment about who you think is actually addicted to Funko Pops.
Wow.
Now, granted, I have like 279 of them total, but Joe is catching up pretty quick.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. All right, I also got
this. Looks cool.
The Funkoverse
Darkwing Duck.
Yes.
I did not know they'd come out with that.
That is because it is a spring convention for the Funko.
Okay.
So I had to pay a little bit more
extra,
for this guy.
But you get the sticker for one thing.
Well, they're limited.
Yeah.
So you really can't find them anywhere other than paying premium for them.
Yeah. Which
it wasn't bad though. I think it was paid like $25 for it.
That's not too bad. You get one figure and you get the board for him. I'm
sure. I mean, really, it should have been like $20.
Yeah.
If that.
If that.
So,
yeah. Well, what was cool
Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
I mean, come on here.
And you're a completist. So if something new comes out, and I'm the same way. Yeah. Although I've been able to limit myself to the two Golden Girls ones, and I think I have one other one. I can't remember which one. Maybe it's Harry Potter, but I don't remember. I have to look when I get home.
And then I picked up Kohaka,
which I want to learn how to play. You played it.
Which is a beautiful game by 25th Century Games. Absolutely love this. They're translucent tiles or clear acrylic tiles.
Yeah.
And then they have, they look like they're layered. It has koi fish in there. And then it's got like pond leaves and dragonflies.
Well, it's kind of like the front of the box, I suppose.
Yep. You got turtles, flowers. They're just it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And very, very fun game. You're basically making your own koi pond.
Okay.
And the way you pick your tiles, you have to lay them in a certain pattern. And you want to place colors by other colors to benefit off points. It is awesome game. It takes about 30-35 minutes to play.
That's not bad.
Really fun game.
Not quite a filler game, but it
so we will also have these available
tiling game.
at our store, which we're doing a pop-up location tomorrow.
That's right.
At the vendor fair at the VFW, the old VFW, which is off of Minnesota Avenue.
South, just 229 Minnesota, somewhere around there.
About 47th or so.
Yeah, right around there.
If you know where Rainbow Sports Cards is, it's just south
kind
of
of kitty corner from there.
On the same side as Dollar Tree.
Or if you have pets and you go to All City Pet Care, it's right across the street from All City Pet Care.
There you go. Yeah. So
if you're
we will have a few copies of that.
You know, if you're in Scotland, it's a long way to come, but it's worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it.
Totally worth it. Or if you're in England, you know, it's totally worth it. Yeah. And then the other one was really exciting.
We were sent
a
review copy of H.H. Holmes' Murder Castle, Crimes and History. And this is the Kickstarter version that comes with the expansion for the second story. And so I didn't even do a review on it yet. We haven't done a review on it, but I loved everything I saw already.
Yeah, just the weight of the box is sometimes enough to
It looks cool. We're going to have to really dive into this. It plays 1 to 7 players with the expansion, 2 to 6 with just the base game. So we bought a case of these for the store.
Nice.
So we will also have those available.
And one for
the library.
At the library. Yep. So if you enjoy
this
the game,
will also be in our library. Yep. So I love supplying games for the library. So that way you guys, when we open, can come and play for free.
Yep.
And until then, you can come to our events. We have one coming up in April.
Yep.
So that is what I acquired. That is what
go.
Tom acquired. And then we can talk about, Tom's addiction to Funko Pops.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Funko Pops compared to 1 this week.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 technically if I get the other one
All right.
today or tomorrow.
So why don't we talk about what we played?
Well, I have played a few games, actually. I think that because we didn't get a chance, because last week we were unable to do a podcast because we'd done one previously.
Tom's addiction to Funko Pops again.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Let's not do that anymore. There we go. But we did a sort of a joint.
Okay, I might be having a little fun
You
with this
might be
program.
yeah. Well, it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff we can add. But we had our sort of our joint podcast with the Backlot 605 people.
Yes,
Which a lot of fun, by the way.
Awesome guys.
Oh yeah.
We had a lot of fun with them. So if you have not checked out Backlot 605, check them out.
They're
Great show.
Extremely knowledgeable about movies.
Yes.
And they're a little better.
Very entertaining.
And they're formatted, which I think we have yet to learn how to do. But we have a sort of a format.
Yeah, we got a format.
We do.
We talk about Tom's addiction to Funko Pops.
Yeah, or jokes. We're gonna have to change
We
that.
don't, we don't have that on here. That's not an issue on the show.
So at our event, which was it the February event, correct? For or was it
March? We're in March, man.
Well, no, the Blockbuster video game though.
That was March.
March. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Okay, because February we played.
You just been
Villainous.
corrected.
Yep. Yeah. Well, now I believe it because she said it.
The corrector.
Yeah. So in March at the event there, we played the Blockbuster video party game.
Okay.
She said it's on the table. Oh, no, that's paper.
Behind Joe's
Oh.
computer.
Anyway, it's basically it's a trivia game essentially. Yeah, and that's what I like about it is it looks like an old Blockbuster video that you can rent, but it's essentially a trivia game where you're playing in teams. We played in teams of 3.
Yep.
And you're matched up against one of the other team members. And basically you get a card and you have to have as many answers as you possibly can before a timer or an answer before the timer runs out. And then you push the button to start the timer for the other person. And then they give an answer to that card and then same. But anyway, whoever lets the time run out loses, and the other team gets to pick 3 cards that you have to either act out or say one word. Is it one word?
One word.
Act out and a phrase, a quote from the movie. And it doesn't have to be an actual quote. You can make up a quote. You just can't say the name of the movie.
Right.
And it's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We actually were, and you have to collect all 7 of the colors of the different topics that are on it. And we had a lot of fun. There's men against women.
Not by choice.
No, it wasn't.
The way it
It's just
happened.
how it worked out. It's just
So
the
the
way we were
board.
sitting. Yeah. So anyway, the men were ahead for quite a while. You have an option to steal cards too from other people. Once you get a certain number of cards, you can steal a card. And we were able to do that once, and then I think we had it happen to us once.
Mhm.
That's the timer. You get to push. It's like a big easy button. Is that what it says on it? No, it's a. Yeah, so there goes the timer. Anyway, we ended up losing on the last round. They got the exact colors they needed to win, and we didn't win, but it's a lot of fun.
So all your cards.
That's
look
the head-to-head
like
card, and basically,
cassettes. The
Yeah.
video cassettes.
yep. And it says,
And if you're too young to realize what a video cassette is,
Yeah.
they're
look
amazing.
it up on
They're
Google.
amazing.
But anyway, so the head-to-head, the 2 of us would go. It's movies set in school, so like Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yep.
I'd say that one.
And then the different colors.
And then somebody else said old school. Jess said old school. And then once somebody's answered, you pick 3 of these, and you have to choose, or 6 of them. You choose 6. You choose 6, and you pick 3 that you think you can answer with those criteria, and 3 that you think the other team won't be able to answer because they're difficult. Like anytime a Disney movie came up, I went, nope, not giving that to those guys because they'll get it too easily. Somehow I got, what was the movie I got on like a 1-word deal?
Space Jam.
Oh, Space Jam. I think all he did was he dribbled and shot, and I went, Space Jam. And it was right. And I think that made Jess angry, actually. She didn't swear at me, but she was angry.
Pretty close. It was like Bears and Bees all over again.
Almost, I felt that way. I felt, oh, it's coming back. It's coming back.
It escalated quickly.
Yeah. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. I give the game an average Joe because we've only played it once. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the game. It's a good party game, a good filler party game. So that was the first one. Then I think we've talked about the fact that Joe got an Oculus for the store. And the Oculus
They're amazing.
Is a ton of fun, and it's really weirdly immersive. I got to it about the time that the power was running out on it, but Jason helped me out setting up the gun range. And I didn't think about the fact that I'm left-handed. And when you pick up the gun, you have to push buttons and you hold it, and it's kind of complicated. And then when you rack it, you push the buttons and actually rack the gun.
But after you were experienced with it,
then you get fun.
Man, you're like John Wick.
So I'm having to shoot right-handed, and the first couple times I shot, I missed badly, but then I kind of zeroed it in, and I was hitting it pretty good. Well, then I dropped my gun. And when you drop the gun, the first thing you think of is, I got to bend down and pick it up. And all I could hear behind me was, watch out, bud. And I bent down to pick it up, and I went, wham, and I hit something. And I literally thought I hit the counter until I heard a 4-year-old boy go, ow, and run away. And I had actually hit Joe's son, Gavin.
He's 5.
Or 5. Oh, he's 5 now, yeah. With the Oculus mask. And I felt very bad. But it's really weird because it's so immersive that I did not realize I'd hit a person. And he's literally about the height of a counter.
He was in his play space because there is safety features. Like if you walk outside of your play space, you'll get these alerts.
And I didn't hurt him. I surprised him.
He's good because Gavin is totally plotting his death.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what's going to happen. But it was very strange because it felt like exactly like I'd bent down and missed and forgotten to miss the counter and hit the counter. It didn't hurt me either. But it was really fun. And
he was out cold.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember because he woke up like a half an hour later. He's like, I'm good, guys.
I'm fine. I'm good. And Gavin was just standing there doing this.
Yep. I got you, old man.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that one I'm giving a 1 rank below the best possible games because it's a ton of fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing how I shoot left-handed instead of right-handed.
Like I said, I want to take you on with Death Horizon.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Which is... Again, it's a shooter game. You move around in this. You climb. I mean, it is so immersive.
It's very strange.
And then you've got zombies coming at you left and right. It's so cool. And you have to you run out of ammo, so you've got to take your clip out and you got to put a new one in.
You actually have to reach to your belt to get the clip out. You have to, and you don't have to push a button to drop the clip. You just pull it out and put a new clip in. But
well, and then you
still have to rack it. Yep. It's just weird.
Oh, I love it.
I wonder if you can get a
revolver.
I've
gotten really good with the with what? Revolver?
If you can get a revolver.
Oh, you can.
You can. Okay.
Yeah. So I played it a little bit. Anyway. I have I played the gun range a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, I've unlocked quite a few weapons. So
if I'm but the thing is, it's weird because it really doesn't make a difference if you're doing it left or right-handed. You just have to dial it in.
Right.
With a real gun, it makes a difference because it's a real gun.
Right. I mean, you got that recoil.
Yeah, the recoil and stuff, and it's different. But that was fun. So that was probably my favorite thing I played pretty much of all games this week.
Wow.
Played some wing. It was 2 weeks ago, but I mean since we last spoke.
Right.
I played a game of Wingspan. I played numerous games of Wingspan on my computer, but I also played with real people. And actually, since it was close enough to Easter, we had Cadbury eggs. You couldn't eat a Cadbury egg unless you were spending it.
Oh, wow.
Or after you counted your points for it. So that was fun. I did not win, but I had a lot of fun. We've talked about Wingspan. I give that as high a rating as I possibly can. I played another game called Hallertau, which is the new Uwe Rosenberg game.
Okay.
It is a worker placement, tile placement, tableau making.
Sounds slightly made up.
Resource management game, and did not do real well on it, but it was the first time I played it. Really enjoyed it. I love that kind of game anyway. I very much enjoy worker placement. I very much enjoy resource management games. You're basically, I'm trying to remember you have a farm. You're building a farm. You have sheep. There's different seasons that you have to do stuff during.
Okay.
And you get more workers based on how your house moves. It moves on the board, and you have to unlock spaces for it to be able to move into. A lot of fun. Got myself up to, I think, 11 workers. Wasn't able to get my house all the way across the board, so I didn't have as many of those workers as I could, or get as many points for them as I could. But I had fun playing that one. So that one I would give an average Joe again. Needs to be played more often. You would like it. I know it's a game you would enjoy. So
seeing that Tom just said that, it's a game I'm going to hate.
You probably.
Despise it.
It's pretty quick moving, though. And there's not a lot of time to sit and just watch people think.
Oh.
Yeah, and then we played Dice Castle. I don't know if you ever played Dice Castle.
Sounds familiar.
It's mostly resource management game. You're rolling dice, and it's a dice drafting game to add to get resources.
Yes,
and your resources
it's got kind of kid artwork, right?
Yeah, kind of kiddie artwork.
I have seen it before. I've not played it.
Again, an average Joe. I've played it one other time. Really do enjoy. I love the dice drafting. I love dice in general. And
it's kind of a spendy game.
Do you
Yeah.
like dice, Tom?
Well, there's a lot of
I
dice.
do.
I think this is new information.
It's brand new information. So that one I give just probably slightly above an average Joe, but I really enjoyed that one. And then the other game that I very much enjoyed, I played it last night, is a game called Colonists. I don't know if you've heard of that one. It's another worker placement style game. You're building your own colony based on, and it's got tiles that you lay and move them. You move on the tiles to get actions. And again, we played the first era, and it's funny because it's a 1 to 4 player game. Can't remember who designed it or who the manufacturer is, but it's a 1 to 4 player game, and it says anywhere from 30 minutes to 360 minutes to play.
Okay.
Because if you play all 8 eras, it is a I was going to say TI4, but I don't want to throw you out because you would like the game. This Terraform, I know you don't like TI4. But this game,
this is never heard of
this
it.
game you would enjoy. You have to plan. You get 3 moves. You have to plan where you're going to go. The first player gets to place new tiles in the colony, and then you're building your own colony to kind of make an engine. It's an engine builder. I really enjoyed that one. And again, it's probably at this point an average Joe until I play more of it. But that's what I played. Those were my games.
Okay.
And Tom does love dice. That is correct. I just saw that. You should put Joe loves dice too, because you love dice.
I love dice.
That's kind of what bonded us was dice.
But,
That's very
Joe
true.
didn't spend money on Island Dice.
No, true.
No,
I
didn't.
did. But that's not a game, so I didn't really spend money on a game.
It's an island of dice.
It is a lot of dice that you can't use for anything, because there might be 1 or 2 6-siders, and then you could use for something else. But
yeah,
and it did come with a really cool game tray.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, but it's not a game.
What did I play? Let's see here. I played on the Oculus.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did more Oculus stuff than
I played Beat Sabers.
Yeah, I watched you play
Beat
that.
Saber.
That was hilarious.
Very cool.
And it's weird because when I'm watching it, you can't hear the music, but you can tell there's a beat because you're like, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. You know, it's just like, or I can imagine if it was, what's the song from?
Well, you can play together now.
Oh, cool. That'd be all right. So you look like you're dancing.
No,
Be a
you can
little
see your
awkward.
teammate directly across from you over in their lane, kind of like
Okay.
bowling lanes,
Okay.
but facing you.
Okay.
And so they're
But I mean,
They're
an
going
outside,
as a team.
an outside observer would be seeing people doing this.
Oh, yeah.
And they look like they're dancing
Yep.
together. Okay.
Yep.
So it's a little awkward.
really enjoy that. They've got some really good soundtracks on it. Green Day,
Oh,
Imagine
nice.
Dragons. I love Imagine Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Radioactive is insanely hard on a hard difficulty.
I'll have to try that one. That's one I didn't get to try.
I think Linkin Park.
Yeah, I think
Like
they
was
have-
one of the
they have-
tracks in there.
I know they have. I've heard.
So I got
they
all the
have tracks.
music tracks except for the video game music tracks for
Okay.
it. And then I played a ton of the the shooting range. I love the VR shooting range. It's very cool. The downloadable content where you're in SWAT mode and you're in a subway. Oh, man, that was cool.
Is it kind of like Men in Black where you shoot the little girl with the books? Because
yeah.
What's she doing in this neighborhood?
What I did in that was I got myself maxed out on. So I started with the handgun, the pistols,
right?
And so I maxed out on my capacity. I had a 100-round clip.
Ooh, boy, on a pistol?
Yeah, it was weird because it like sticks straight up, and then you got these two
drums.
Yeah, and then so I've got that, and then I had incendiary rounds.
Oh my god!
On top of it, and then I had a laser sight.
Oh,
I mean, I had this thing just decked out.
You had it decked, yeah.
And so, like, I could go through basically a whole round without having to reload. Because it's one shot, one kill.
Yeah.
Bad part about it is if you're in a little bit of a hurry and you shoot the hostage.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
The bad part is you shot the hostage. The good part is it goes right through the hostage and burns into the
bad guy.
Okay. Right? So the targets pop up, and if you're just a little bit off and you go a little farther into that target, even if you're on the edge, you still hit the hostage.
Okay.
But I've gotten really good at not hitting the hostages. Then I upgraded to the AR.
Oh, no.
And a little trickier because I mean you can do it one-handed, but it does that recoil a little bit when you shoot.
Interesting.
So you really have to do it with two hands,
right?
And so that kind of limits your movement a little bit. So that was a little bit. I got used to it, so I'm pretty good at that now.
Well, and it's weird because you don't have the weight of the rifle,
right?
In your
and that's
arm,
the weird part about it. Is like you've got it, but you don't have it,
and you can see it,
and it feels real, but it's not.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I did that, and then the time trials are really good. You got this massive wheel, kind of like a Ferris wheel with a bunch of different spinning targets, and do that, and then you can do the zombie targets where these like zombie targets are coming at you.
Which we've actually shot in real life.
Yeah. So, and then I played Death Horizon, which is a tactical game. If you ever played like Rainbow Six Vegas or Halo, those kind of.
I've played Halo.
So it's more of a tactical game, kind of like Rainbow Six.
Okay.
So you go in with your partner, and you're basically it's missions, it's storylines. So you're going to want to try to clear out these areas, basically kind of like Resident Evil. You remember the Resident Evil movies?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're basically in the hive.
Well, there's also Resident Evil board game or video game.
Well, yeah, and they're based off the video games. But in the first movie, you're in the hive. Okay. So basically with Death Horizon, you're in the hive. And there's a guy just screwing with you. And so he's just releasing zombies periodically, and you basically just need to keep going and get the safe zone. Now you're partnered up. If your partner takes too much damage, he can't move. And he's either going to die because you left him for cannon fodder,
right?
Or you can go back and grab his hand and basically heal him.
Okay, so you have to...
So if you get too far ahead of each other and you're looking in this direction, they're coming up behind you, and
there's nobody there to protect you.
Yeah. So that was a pretty cool game. I was not a fan of the roller coaster, and the deal with the Oculus is it's realistic enough that it'll mess with your head, but your body's saying I'm not moving, but your head says yes you are,
and your inner ear feels that
yes,
movement.
It does. And so I got so motion sick when we were doing the roller coaster.
See, and I want to try the roller coaster just to see how that is.
The only cool thing. I like the roller coaster, but I have to take, I think it's Dramamine.
Yeah.
So I don't get motion sick, but they've got a thing where you can do the roller coaster and you do the targets on the side. So kind of like the Mall of America.
Yeah, that sounds
So
fun.
I was doing that one with the Dinosaur World.
Okay.
And so I was doing the roller coaster, and I'm target here, and then I made it about halfway through, and I was so motion sick
I gotta get done,
that I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
See, and that's when you'd have to play sitting down, I assume.
I did, yes. I was sitting down, but even when I was sitting down, I was still so motion sick. It's like, I can't do that one.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool games on the Oculus.
And that's also going to be available.
Yeah, it's going to be at our store.
Joe's Gaming Store, yeah.
So we'll have, we actually have two of them now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
So you can. That's why you can do the double beats.
Yep.
Game. Yep.
So and then Jason went out and bought one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I think that's about it for my plays. I didn't really get to play much.
Yeah.
Well,
and during the game days, I've noticed you don't really have an opportunity to do a lot of play.
No, because I'm usually I'm kind of your guy that's
you're
running the stuff. So you guys get to kind of play and enjoy yourselves, and that's kind of the point.
Well, and you enjoy yourself doing what you do.
I like running the thing.
Yeah.
So it's I like helping people, I like talking to people, I like talking to new people. That's kind of the whole reason why we do this, because I like talking.
Well, and quite honestly, that's kind of one of the things I'm really looking forward to for the store opening is that we'll get people in there that we can sort of do what we do here on this there in real life. So if you're in the area, you need to come out to the store once we open. And just hang out with us and you'll see what this show is like in person.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's basically
just a couple of nerds.
Just a couple of guys sitting around talking about games and whatever strikes their fancy.
Pretty much.
Like your hat. That strikes my fancy.
Oh, I like this hat.
Yeah, it's a nice hat.
I like this outfit, man.
I do. I
got my new Extra Life shirt.
I saw that.
Been raising money since January. So, if you're not part of the Average Joe's team, you should join. It's a great cause. Yep. We will be raising money in store.
Yep.
Which Jason has been working his tail
off.
Oh,
this would be a good place if we had some video to insert the video.
We'll put some we'll put some footage in next time. We're still getting used to the program.
And I suspect, I don't know if we'd be able to put it into the comments or not. I mean, if you got something, you could probably just go in once it's posted on Facebook.
But we could do video.
Yeah, you can do video on the comments. We can do video during the podcast.
We got all kinds of cool stuff. Thank you, Backlot 605, for showing us this program.
Yeah, exactly. It's the one they used, and we said, well, let's look into this. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, we've been doing everything the hard way.
Yeah.
Now we're doing it all the easy way.
Making Joe's poor wife do all the editing for us.
Yeah. But this is the life.
This is really nice.
This is the podcast life.
You can put up the sort of hurtful banners if you want.
Oh, what do you mean? Like this one?
No. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, change it to Joe's.
You won't need your assistant anymore.
Change it to Joe's. And
this is very true. I never really had the assistant, so but yeah, so we had last weekend.
Yep.
We were at the Washington Pavilion.
That was an interesting
and that was a family event, which sounds like we'll be invited back.
Yeah, cool.
So they liked having us. We had a ton of people come by the booth. We taught a lot of kids, a lot of cool games.
Sold a few games.
Yep. We had a ton of fun. It was a great event.
I did get a little bit lost trying to find out where our booth was because of the way that building is laid out. And quite honestly, the first time I was ever in that building was maybe 40 plus years ago.
From my understanding, the only bummer was that the slushy machine was down.
Oh, I didn't notice that, but I wasn't in the market for a slushy. But
yeah, well, there was quite a few people that were.
It's a beautiful building if you get a chance.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
If you're in Sioux Falls, like if you come from Scotland or England or wherever you're from, that's one place that some people who were guiding you around might show you.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, but that was a fun time. That was a really good time. And we had a nice booth set up in a corner.
We did.
A ton of people came to take a look at the stuff that was kind of a preview for the store. But we also taught, like you said, we taught Narwhal Free for All.
Yep.
We taught Dragomino. And we taught a little bit of fences, not much. We had Borgata, showed that quite a few times. My First Castle Panic was the other one. And it's just people were intrigued. And I think they're games that people hadn't seen before, too. I know we sold at least a few copies of the Dragomino, right?
Yep.
And a couple of Castle Panic. I know at least one Fences got sold. So that was successful in that regard. Again, it was a chance to talk to people about games.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
It was 11 to 3. Is that right?
Yep. 11 to 3. So I got there about 11:30.
4 hours long is all it was. Tomorrow we're doing the event at the VFW, the old VFW. It's not the VFW anymore.
I think it still has a signage for it, but
most of it got pretty damaged in the storm.
Yeah, but they moved to the old Badlands Pawn Shop, right?
Yes, yeah. I believe so. But yeah, so we'll be there from 10 to 4, I believe.
Yeah, I guess you said 10 to 4.
It's
5 hours.
we'll have all of our nerdy goodness for sale there. Lots of cool dice sets.
Those
we have
dice
dice with koi fish in them.
I saw that. That was
Yes.
really cool. We have lots of nice enamel pins.
Yep.
One of the coolest things I saw.
Dice trays, dice bags,
Yep.
handmade dice bags.
One of the coolest things I saw was this tube that looks like it's a scroll tube.
Oh yeah, the thing's awesome.
And when you open it up, it's basically a place to roll your dice, but it's also got a
you got a
zippered
leather
compartment.
mat.
Yeah.
And then you've got the tube that you keep your dice in.
The zippered compartment to keep dice in, which is really cool. We have grab bags, which are dice grab bags.
Those are cool. The mystery dice loot bags.
Yeah, I think I actually
comes with a set of acrylic dice.
For like D&D dice.
Yep. And then it comes with one metal die.
And I think I even have that in my pocket. Let me look.
Wow.
Oh, maybe I might not have that. Oh, there it is. Oop, that was $1. Oh well, that's down.
My
there
dollar
somewhere.
now.
Now it's yours. But yeah, the metal dice, and it kind of matches. It's not 100% match to it, but it's a green color, and the dice are green. But this was in one of the grab bags, and it's an 8-sided dice. Are they all 8-sided dice?
No,
I didn't think so because I thought Crystal got something different.
Yep.
But this is a full set. You don't know what color you're going to get or any of that stuff, but it's nice.
Nope.
acrylic
And
set of dice.
they retail for $10, and you can get them at Average Joe's for $7.95.
There you go. We're always going to be under suggested retail price.
Yep, because we hate MSRP.
Yeah, it's not necessary to go with MSRP.
No, not always. So we do have a question from Robert in England.
Yeah.
All right. His question for us is, what has been one of the unexpected upsides of this hobby for you?
Just the people I've met. For me, that's I think and that wasn't really that unexpected, I guess. But just the people, just the variety of people, the quality of people. It feels like my intelligence has increased because of gaming, because you have to think logically a lot of times. Sometimes you can think instinctively and still do well, but a lot of these games that we particularly like you have to have a strategy.
Yep.
So those are I think probably the intelligence. I don't say it's increased. It feels like it is. It hasn't increased. It's not. But it feels like it has, especially if I do well and win a game,
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, hey, I did something right there. But mostly it's the people. Just the fact that I've met some very, very, very cool people through this hobby. How about you?
Pretty similar. Before I knew about the hobby, I obviously love board games. I love all types of that kind of stuff. But it really was the awesome people you get to meet.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking like it was very cool meeting Tom Vassell and Stephen Bonacore.
Yeah, that was very cool.
But I'm talking about just everyday people like you and me, just meeting normal people that really aren't huge figures in the hobby. They're just cool individuals. That's what I love. For me, that was probably the most unexpected. Not having many friends, and then you get into this hobby, and there is that kind of high school drama.
Some of it is there, yeah.
But that's you're going to run into but there's so much good that I feel like it outweighs all of the negative
by far.
And then you get to do something great, and you get to see all these awesome games like
I am really
Murder Castle.
Are we going to do a video review of that?
We are.
Nice. So like a playthrough review type thing. Nice.
Yep. So things like that. It's just such great environment, such great people, and honestly, 10 years ago, I would have never guessed that I'd be sitting here next to you doing a show. I am one of those people, or I was one of those people that was very shy, did not like to talk to people because I always thought everybody's judging me.
Yeah, who wants my opinion about it?
I'm the fat, nerdy loser that nobody likes and everyone makes fun of.
Sir, I claim that title. I'm sorry. That is my title.
You're good, because I'm just the average Joe.
Yeah.
And then I kind of fell into this, and I like it, and I love all of you guys watching. Jaden, Dane, James, Nick.
Oh, Dane's on.
Nice. All of you guys that take the time out to watch us, listen to us. interact with us.
Oh man, it's
really
so cool.
You guys are the whole reason that I do this. It's all for you guys. So I love interacting with you guys. That's the whole reason why we're doing the store, which really isn't a store. It's a store, but it's not a store.
It's an extension of what we're doing.
It is a community
now.
play space. Yeah. And that's the whole kind of reason why I made the game room, was because I love people and I love having them over and hosting, and now I get to do that every day. And that's what it's all about.
We'll teach them
for me,
these new games.
That's the best unexpected thing that came from this hobby.
Yeah.
And the fact that yes, I have partners for the store.
Yeah.
But to see my dream start to become a reality.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, this is my vision, this is my dream, and I'm happy to share it.
Yep. And we're a month and 3 days away from that reality. How's that feel?
We're a little more over a month than 3 days.
Okay, no, it's May, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So it's 2 months and 3 days. 2 months and 3 days.
Yes.
I keep thinking we're in April already.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm super nervous. It's really scary, and honestly, the best way to describe it is the quote from Armageddon, where Owen Wilson is like, am I like 90% scared and like 10% excited, or 90% excited, 10% scared? I don't know, but that's the thrill.
Yeah, exactly.
That really is the epitome of this. Is I have been building this up in my mind, and just it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna quit. Oh no, I want to really do this. Oh, okay, no, I'm gonna quit. And then you get the days where you just feel great about it. You feel great about yourself, and you just feel very passionate about, like, I want to do this. I want to share this with people. And then you get somebody that just craps all over your dream and just beats you down to the ground. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to do this, and you're nothing. And that's been my life.
See, and then you find 3 or 4 people who sit behind you and go, let's do this.
Yeah. It's more like, come on, go. Yeah. We can do this. Come on, do it. And then it's, and
then the weird part of that is it feels like, holy crap, this is out of my control now. This is going to happen.
Yeah.
How? But it's going to be fun.
It's a lot of work. I've been working like crazy at my career. And then doing all of this in my spare time. Tom helps, Jason helps. It's, all have a toe in.
Jess
okay,
helps.
Jess, Crystal, Krista, Doug.
Everybody helps.
Everyone has a toe in.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of why that's a funny reference. Oh, now I get it. Too soon. Too soon.
I'm sorry.
It's coming up on a year.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
it's been well over a year.
Past a year, yeah.
I think we're over 2 now.
No, we're not over 2. No, it's almost 2. Yeah.
In June it'll be 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. When I disappeared from the face of the earth for a week. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Because I think the dog showed up and ate my toe, is what I always tell
Weird. But yeah, I mean, that's really. It is. It's sorry.
It's finally just washing over me.
I love it.
I'll go home and cry, but I'll laugh right now.
I know some people are not going to be able to handle it very well, because I really am showing attention to everybody. Some people are not going to like that. There are going to be people that love it. Everyone has haters.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it's reality. You're always going to have the naysayers. You're always going to have the people that say, don't go to Average Joe's. It's going to be a total disaster. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
just check out something different. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah. Okay, it's another game store. It's opening up. Okay, you're mad because it's competition. We're not really competition.
No.
Really, I mean, it's community play space. Yeah, we're going to be selling stuff, but that's how we support the store.
Yeah,
that's how we support the space.
The space, exactly.
It's not like we're looking to make a killing, and we're not looking to put everyone out of business. It's something that I've wanted to do for years, and I finally have the help to make it happen. So it's not all mine anymore. But in a way, I feel like if if I hadn't thought about doing this and had the passion for
wouldn't
it, it wouldn't have happened.
It wouldn't have. No,
So-
there's no way it would have happened. That's why it's Average Joe's.
Well, Average Joe's is yes, a play off of my name,
Yeah,
but it's for everyone.
But it's also you.
Yeah.
So
it
that's
is.
the thing. And we're here to help you with that dream and be a part of that dream. So, and I'm glad that we are.
Yeah.
I really am. I think it's gonna be cool. So
Honestly, I'm glad you're part of it, man.
Yeah.
I
this is probably
it's awesome.
I used to look forward to Friday nights because I played softball.
Is just crying.
I used to look forward to Friday nights because of softball. That was
Now he looks forward to Friday nights because of this.
we got this podcast that
Yeah.
we're doing, and it's a ton of fun, and I get a chance to kind of just shoot with people.
Shoot the
You know?
shoot.
Yeah, well, I try to keep it PG if
Boot,
I
scoot,
can.
and boogie.
If I can, I keep it PG here
You do.
because
Family.
yeah, and I was in radio for so long that a lot of that's hard to break.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, if I type something on Facebook, I very rarely type the actual word. If I'm typing a word that starts with F, ends in CK, and is not fire truck, the middle letter is
Toe?
usually an asterisk. No, that's me, man. That's all asterisks is
My bad.
toes. But I mean, I always put the asterisks in because I figure there's people's kids that are reading this.
My Aunt Jackie is
I've
watching
sworn-
us.
I've sworn one time at Jess, and I've never lived it down.
Nope.
And your Aunt Jackie, what about your Aunt Jackie?
She's watching us.
Yeah, hi, Aunt Jackie. Well,
So-
Joe's Aunt Jackie.
That's all right. She can be your Aunt Jackie too.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I have an Aunt Jackie. I have an
Now you do.
Aunt Barbara, and
There you go.
I had an Aunt Irma.
She's coming out for the grand opening.
Well, okay.
So
Well,
she's
we'll look forward to
excited.
seeing you there.
But yeah, that's kind of what we got.
Yeah,
I do need an assistant.
I think she's
She's like spacing off. She's probably watching Dr. Pimple Popper.
yeah.
Oh, it's a guilty look.
It's
Okay,
not guilty.
So I need you to grab my giveaway.
Oh, what? Which? Okay. What are we giving away? Well, you'll show me in a minute, I guess.
The
The
giveaway?
giveaway. It says right on there. It's like
Oh
a
my
banner.
Goodness.
Oh, now I see why you asked.
In
for it.
celebration.
Of something coming. Boom, 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 boom. You should do a Godzilla or a
All right,
King
in
Kong,
celebration.
too.
Okay, man, this is the first time.
I know.
And I couldn't find any King
Is that
Kong
open
ones.
tonight? Actually,
So it's in theaters right now.
It's on-
We're doing HBO Max. It starts on Wednesday.
HBO Max still pisses me off. I'm sorry, but it does.
You want to come over and watch it?
Well, yeah, I will.
Okay.
Sure. But I mean, I pay for HBO already,
Oh yeah, okay. So now I get that.
and Disney
get that,
Plus. With
because-
Disney Plus doing their thing,
I did. I subscribed to the HBO streaming,
yeah,
which is not HBO Max.
No.
And so then I canceled HBO streaming to get HBO Max.
Yeah.
I was much happier afterwards.
yes, I bet. But the fact that I took me so long to get Disney Plus, and then what was it? Mulan, was that the first one they did outside of the Disney Plus where you had to pay for it?
I think so.
God, that just makes me mad. But thank God WandaVision was free with the subscription. Well, I mean, part of the subscription. And I've watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that was really fun. Did you not watch that yet?
I've watched the first episode.
That's all there is. It's
Okay.
just the one. I
And
think
then
the other
today,
one hits tonight, yeah. So, and I love the premise. This fact that these guys, my favorite part of the whole, and this we'll get to this in a second. I'm sorry.
no, we're back on
But-
off-topic nerdy
But
goodness.
thank you for helping out, Jess. Anyway, my favorite thing in the whole is when they're in the bank, when Falcon and his sister are in the bank trying to get a loan for the boat. And I don't know if you've seen this. I'm not going to spoil anything, but my favorite line in the whole thing was when the banker says, "So how do you guys earn your money?" And he says, "Well, we get a lot of goodwill. People do things for us." And then you realize that's what the topic of the show is. These guys don't have jobs. Although he technically sort of does. He does government
He's in the
contracts.
military.
He does government
Yeah.
contracts. But the Winter Soldier doesn't. You know, have a
No.
job. And they really haven't kind of explained. They haven't really. All they've done is kind of do backstory stuff with him. But the Falcon was snapped, and he came back 5 years later or whatever it was.
Yep.
So he's trying to deal with that. And in fact, that was the other question. I'm like, well, so you don't have any income for the last 5 years? And he's looking at him like, yeah, I was gone. I mean, not just dead, but gone. And I don't know. It's if you haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I recommend it. Anyway, so let's get on to your giveaway.
Okay.
No, I said no spoilers, and I didn't do any spoilers. That's really, you can't spoil an exposition show, but anyway,
Never know.
you could, I guess.
I just wanted to warn everybody that you were talking.
just my mouth moving.
Yep.
towards them.
Spoilers! He's talking.
Yeah. All right. So giveaway.
All right. So we're in celebration of Godzilla vs. King Kong. We're going to give away a Godzilla Buddha.
Nice. If you saw was it last week we showed, or 2 weeks ago that we showed off the Batman Buddhas?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So this is the Godzilla Buddha.
That's great. I love the colors on it.
Yep. So do a like, a share, share the show, share the page.
It's a little scary.
Yep.
Don't cover me up. I tried to put it between us for a reason.
Well, it's not focusing on it.
Oh,
it's
okay.
focusing
It's
on
focusing
us.
on us. I understand that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was cool.
Yeah, if you just honestly like and share our page, our store page. If you do that, you'll be entered in to win it. Just send us a message on the store page that you liked or shared, or both, and we'll enter in. We'll pay for the shipping, and we'll send you this little dude right here. So, pretty cool little guy.
Especially if you're a big fan of Godzilla.
And if you did not win it, we will announce the winner next week on the show. If you do not win it, we'll be selling the little guys in our store for $4.95.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad price for a nice little commemorative knickknack for a movie that I think is going to be extremely popular.
Oh, I cannot wait. I'm a huge Godzilla and King Kong.
See,
honestly, kaiju.
Yeah, you like the kaiju. I have not. I mean, I guess I watch them from a sort of a different perspective. Because it's if you watch the original, it's mostly bad acting with Raymond Burr, who was the only, I think, decent actor in the original. The King Kong movie, King Kong, the original.
This is where we'll say King Kong's got nothing on me.
Yeah, no, but for the era that it came out in, awesome special effects. Freaked people out.
Which one are you talking about?
The original, the Fay Ray version, the 1935 or whatever it came out.
Not the, was it 70s?
The terrible,
no. With the Jeff Daniels?
Was that the 80s?
80s.
The one with Jack Black and Jeff Daniels?
No. It didn't have Jack Black in that one. The one I'm talking about, I thought it had.
I may not have seen that one.
Okay.
But the Jack Black one was horrible. I'm sorry. But
it was bad. Kong Skull Island, though, was really good.
See, and I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, that was good. That had Samuel L. Jackson, which, I mean, just automatically
right
makes
there.
it good.
It's a.
And he went toe-to-toe with the big monkey.
Okay.
So...
Well, then the other thing that was unfortunately not very good was the King Kong that came out that they did, or not King Kong, but the Godzilla.
King Kong Skull Island had Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Had
Tom Hiddleston.
Okay.
Tom Hiddleston, Loki.
Before he was Loki.
Yeah. Yep. And then it had Brie Larson.
Yeah,
the gal that played Captain Marvel.
That sounds right.
Okay, so those three from the Marvel Universe were in Kong Skull Island. Yeah. And, can I think of his name is John C. Reilly.
Oh, okay.
And he was hilarious.
Yeah, he's always good in anything he's in. So.
He played a good part.
Yeah,
but he played a crazy dude from World War II. So
yeah, that makes sense. But I did not like the King Kong that came out, or the Godzilla that came out that they made partly in Hawaii. I think it was Hawaii. They made part of it, or was it Florida?
You're talking about the one that had Bryan Cranston in it?
Yeah, I was not.
You didn't like that?
I did not.
Ooh.
And I went to see it with my kid because was that made in Florida? I think did they do part of it in Florida? Because he was there when they were shooting it, and they were shooting it right outside the hotel room he was staying in.
Okay.
And so he was really looking forward to it, and both of us were fairly disappointed by it.
See, I liked that one, and then I liked Godzilla King of Monsters.
See, I haven't seen a lot of them, but
I'm really looking forward to Godzilla vs. King Kong because they're going to team up. They're going to go after Mecha Godzilla.
It does look like it might be kind of good, but I think that sounds like it's a sequel, isn't it? The Mecha Godzilla, or is that going to
showed him in the trailer?
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure. So,
well, you know now.
I know now.
Okay,
spoiler. Put the spoiler up. Mecha Godzilla is in the trailers, but I guess that's. But no, it's going to be, man. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to that one, But my point was going to be with these old Godzilla movies when they were coming straight out of Japan. I was mostly watching them because of the camp factor, the fact that they were obviously a dude in a suit. Yep. I mean, just really obviously the dude, and I think the same dude played him through almost the entire run and just died relatively recently. The guy who was the original Godzilla in the suit. But I can't remember for sure on that. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And they said next Thursday is that when it's gonna be on?
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Wednesday for HBO Max. It is currently in theaters, right
I
now.
knew that. Yeah, I
which
got a bowl on
is weird
Wednesday,
because they said they were doing same day release.
I thought they were. I was surprised when you told me that. Yeah, so I thought they were doing same day. But
I think this one's different because they just did Justice League too.
yeah, and I haven't seen that yet. I wanted to, but I haven't seen it yet. So at some point I will watch it. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Always
Just
nervous.
been doing stuff.
I'm always nervous when he laughs like that. And he's typing stuff, and it's just weird. It makes me.
I'm sorry, man.
I don't know what's this gonna say.
Nothing. It doesn't say anything.
Sure.
Go away.
No, I'm looking. I'm watching. I can see the screen.
Okay.
So anyway, anything else?
No, I think that's it.
I think we covered all the topics, and we got some fancy stuff that we get to do. So looking forward to seeing it. So yeah, what I was going to say was like and comment, and if you could on YouTube, subscribe. That would be awesome.
Yes, we're 11 subscribers
11
shy.
people away from having 100.
Yes, and once we get 100, we get a custom URL.
And in fact, if you comment who you think's going to win between Godzilla and King Kong.
Well, it's Godzilla.
I don't know. King Kong's pretty tough. He's a giant ape.
And he's got a giant axe, but we're talking about
Fire-breathing
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yeah. So anyway, that would be another way you could enter in for that one, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you comment and subscribe and do all the things that you
we're
do
all
on
about
YouTube.
sharing. Share our stuff.
Yeah.
Let us connect with your friends, family, whatever.
Yeah. Let people know if
Be
you
part
like
of the Average Joes.
If you like what
Join
you're
our
listening
group.
to, yeah.
Subscribe to our page. Like it. Whatever you want to do.
Tell your friends about it
Yep.
and have them listen. If they don't like it, it's not on you. That's on us.
It's on him.
It's on him.
Dude.
Or is it on him? Wow. On Godzilla.
Okay.
All right.
So, that it for us?
That's all I got.
All right. Until next time, I'm Joe.
And I'm Tom. Happy Friday.